Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Angelia Goode, and this is House Flippers. Let's get going. Let's see. I believe the last time we were here, I had done some, just some fix-ups. So let's get. Since the last time I did the house, it was 2 hours and with no sound. I am going to try to do only like one room at a time to kind of keep these short. So let's check our laptop, and I apologize for my voice. I woke up with kind of a sore throat this morning. So let's see, we've got 65,000. We could go with the next house on the list and just build ourselves up. And you know, it looks an awful lot like the one we're in right now. And the next house looks an awful lot like the ones we, well, no, actually, we haven't done one like that. But the next two houses look an awful lot alike, don't they? Except for this little peak over here on this portion. Well, let's just go in order. Let's see. Let's just go there. Alrighty. Okay, well, let's start with the mess. And we'll start with the outside cleaning. That way we don't forget it. So how is everybody? How have you been since the last time we were together? I've been doing pretty good. Preparing for my daughter to go back to college. We need to check on books and stuff like that, because it's August. And August is when they start allowing them to buy their books for their classes. So, time for us to start looking. Let's see, anything on these windows? Alright. I really need to get that perk that shows all the dirt. That way. Isn't it amazing how high I can reach with this mop? So I'm looking at the house, and you know, the siding is not bad with this house. So I may not be doing, oops, I may not be doing anything with the outside other than cleaning it, because it doesn't look like it's too bad. And that way it'll save money. And if you save money, you can make a little bit more money. But seeing as that's usually the last thing I do, it'll give all of you a chance to decide whether or not I should do that. And you can, you know, you can give me a little comment and say, yeah, change the outside. That blue is hideous. Or, you know, I love that color. Let's keep it that way. So, you know, just let me know. And as usual, we need to think about the door. It's not really in the best of shape, We'll see what it looks like on the other side. All right. Let's see. Well, and I mean, I can't make money off of that. That's ridiculous. It was a good saw. Why can't I sell this? Thank you. I like to start fresh. And all right. All right, let's start with cleaning this room. So let's see. Kind of hard to tell if it needs to be cleaned or, of course, I say this probably every episode. It's hard to tell whether it needs to be cleaned or just painted. So, let's see. I should tell you guys more about our vacation. We started out, of course, in Montana, and we went to Four Corners and stood on a circle. Four Corners is the meeting place of, let's see, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, and Colorado. And I'm not sure the Indian tribe, but there's a tribe there. I think it's the Navajo. But they have, it's on their land, so they have control of it. And we went and stood in line, and there was a couple from, well, she was from England, but lived here, I guess, with their 3 kids in front of us. And so we made a deal that we would take their picture as a family, and they would take our picture as a family. So when we got up there, we started out with one of us in each state, and then this, because you can only take 3 pictures, and the second picture was of us switching. We switched states, and then the third one was another one with my son in front, because he had been hiding in the back the first 2 pictures, but we put him in front. And then I put my foot right down in the middle of the circle so that I would be in all 4 states. And my daughter decided she was going to put one foot each in 2 states, and another foot or one hand each in, whoops, in 2 states. So, she, with the 2 of us were in 4 different states. Well, at the same time, while her dad and brother were each standing in a separate state. Okay, well, this looks about as clean as I can get it. I'll go over the floor again, but and if I remember right, yes, that gets rid of that. Okay, well, let's start with paint. Paint, 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 paint. Of course, I could panel this. And it's kind of a living room. Of course, I guess paneling living rooms is kind of old school. I think I'm going to go with what colors have I not used recently? Okay, let's do, I always like to do 2 colors. One is an accent color. But I think this time I'm just going to go with bright peach. Yeah, that's a nice color, don't you think? It's nice. It's neutral. Now, should I go with white as the trims inside the windows? Or should I go ahead and trim it with the color that we... Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that far. I mean, should I do like they did and do the white inside the windows, or should I go with the peach? Ooh. It almost painted the peach in there. And here I go getting mesmerized by painting and not talking. Okay, so the next thing we did is we met a friend of my son's and her mom's in Albuquerque. Now, she was his speech and drama partner, and she was going there to have an interview regarding an acting school and see if she could get in to this acting school. So, you know, he'd been texting with her throughout the trip, and she heard that we were going to be going through New Mexico, and asked if, you know, we were going to go anywhere near Albuquerque. Well, it just so happened that our trip took us straight through Albuquerque. So we stopped there, stayed at a beautiful hotel. What is it? Embassy Suites there in Albuquerque. It was gorgeous. It was a really nice hotel. anyway, we stayed there and visited with her a little bit. Unfortunately, didn't get together with them until like 9 o'clock at night, and we sat there and chatted and everything. And about 11 or so, I asked my husband what time it was, and he tells me, and we all kind of decided that it was time to break this up because we needed to go to bed, because we all had to pack and well, not necessarily us packing because we were only there one night, but they had to pack to get home, and we had to get going the next morning too. So we kind of broke it up, and then the kids decided that they were going to get pictures out on the balcony of them together, and that was fine, except for the fact that there was conversation going on, and I kind of was out there. I went out there kind of, and I was trying to talk in a kind of, how you try to talk in a low voice so people around you will also talk in a low voice. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Didn't exactly work. And our next door neighbor kind of stuck her head out and said, "I've got 2 kids in here trying to sleep. Will you please take it down the hall or keep it quiet?" And I'm like, "Oh, I am so sorry." And so the next morning when we were at breakfast, I told my husband, I said, I need to talk to that woman. That if we can find her, I need to talk to that woman that's next to us and apologize. And I said, because we've had young kids. We know what it's like trying to get them to sleep while the whole hotel is, bursting with noise from weddings, reception people or whatever. And, so he agreed with me, and we decided that we would do that. Let's see. We're going to go with some white. So we actually got to see her, surprisingly enough. And I went up and I apologized to her, and she was so sweet about it. She goes, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." She goes, "I understand." I said, "No." I said, she goes, "It wasn't a big deal." I said, "Yeah, actually it was a big deal." I said, "You were trying to get your kids to sleep and we were making all kinds of noise." I said, "I understand what that's like. I've had kids. My kids are grown now, but we've had them when they were younger, and we've been in hotels that, people have been making a lot of noise, and we've had to try to get them to sleep." I said, "So, I understand what it's like, and I really apologize." And she was really sweet about it and everything. So it started our trip out in a lot better place than it could have been. I would have been feeling guilty the whole time for doing that. So I'm glad we actually had the chance to talk to her. But so then after Albuquerque, we went to Roswell, New Mexico, and went to the museum. And we got there, and the place was packed. And my husband says, "I don't know what's going on." We had to go park on the street. The parking lot was full. He said, "When I looked at the pictures for this place, the parking lot was empty, the street was empty. There was nothing going on." And so we were like really confused. And so we saw this guy who was taking an art. Did I do this one? Yes, I'm on this one. Who was taking an R2D2 out of his car and putting him together. And my husband asked him what was going on, and I guess what was going on is that it was the 70th anniversary of the whole controversy starting, the crash, the cover-up, that kind of thing, if it were all true. Anyway, so they had this big convention going on with authors and vendors and things like that. So That was kind of interesting. Let's see. We need doors. Oops. So that, yeah, that was kind of interesting. But do we want to do a white door? This door would actually probably go best, I think. Anyway, so that was kind of fun. Let's see. Let me see. Is that? I need to see. Okay, I believe, yes. Okay, this is the way. So anyway, that was interesting. This isn't actually too bad. Now, this house really doesn't need that much. I mean, I need to sell some of this stuff and start over. Or I can clean it if it's not. Well, that's, well, let's see. No. Is that broken? Is that going to be able to be cleaned? No. Okay. Then, goodbye. Nope. Goodbye. Oh, yes, we need something else in here. Radiator. My throat's hurting. But, you know, I got myself a spoon from there, as well as one from Four Corners, which is what I collect. And my son got himself a t-shirt. My husband got pins for his hat. And I'm not sure what my daughter got, but we all got something. All right, so what should we turn this into? Living room, an office. There's a little bit more room in this one than there was in the old one, the other one. You know what we can do? Let's take a look at the buyers. Now, these ones. Okay, I can't, Chang, okay. Chang Choi. Anyway, I believe he needs bookcases. There's no place for my books. The place to study should be near where I sleep. Okay, I want a bedroom in my house, but only one bedroom. Well, I can handle that. Let's see, exactly just one bedroom, perfect. Just one bedroom, great. There's no place for my documents and books, so he'd like a filing cabinet and a bookcase. I want one bedroom, not two. I need a separate office. Well, you're not going to get a separate office in this place. A big bedroom house suite. Oh, there's a bedroom, but only one. Can you hear the subtle music and the sound of the TV? No, neither do I. I feel a bit strange here. I feel a bit poor. Okay, I don't understand what I need this kitchen for. There is no place for all my clothes, so he'd like a closet or a wardrobe, dresser, something. And he'd prefer a kitchenette to a kitchen, and he likes expensive things from the sounds of it. 2 people, he wants a second bedroom. 1 bedroom is enough. It's good, there's no junk for little kids. I like new furnishings. I'm glad that there isn't a TV in the bedroom. A double bed will come in handy. Sorry, but I'm single, so I don't need 2 bedrooms. Oh, that's the one that bugs me. There was never ever 2 bedrooms. Let's see, with the TV in bedroom, I wouldn't fall asleep. Chicks like expensive house equipment. All right, older folks, too many rooms. What a shame there is no living room in the house, which there was. There's this. It is so depressing with all those empty walls. It's a shame that there is no place for our books here. Bookcases. I need to remember bookcases and rugs. All right. Well, let's start with bookcases then. Everybody wants bookcases, so would that be under cupboards? I believe. Let's see. Double cabinet. No. Here's a bookcase. Let's see. Which one should I do? Okay, take it outside, please. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, how about... That would blend in too well with the walls. Might be nice. No, that looks dirty. I think a cherry wood. What would we put it? I can move myself. We can put it right there. Okay, and let's see. We should probably get doors. Let's see. Now the problem is that there's no way of getting the same color inside door as outside door. I can't tell. Let's see. Okay, yes, that we want the lock on the inside of the bathroom. As for this one, it really doesn't matter whether I could turn this into kind of a kitchenette with a office. Well, we'll look. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, so then after Roswell, of course, we made it down to Austin. And that's where we did all of our fun stuff that I talked about in the last episode that we did. My kids, my son, I hardly ever saw. I'll tell you what, I hardly ever saw that boy. He was over at his buddy Peter's house, and he stayed there every night. My daughter slept there most nights. And let's see, I need to move you. Just sit out here for a minute. I may need you again. I probably won't need you again, but we'll see. Most nights my daughter stayed there too. And like I said, we hardly ever saw them. It was it was nice for them. My son just was able to stay up all night. The family, the mother probably didn't seem to have a problem with them making noise at 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I would have, but yeah, she didn't seem to. All right, let's see about this one. No. Thinking a nice round carpet over there in the, maybe. Over by the bookcase, put some chairs there and for them to read at. Anyway, my daughter was kind of torn between spending time with them or spending time with us. That's not bad. And so it was kind of hard for her, she wanted us all to do something together. And of course, we didn't want to interfere in my son's enjoyment of his spending time with his buddies. So so we tried to stay away from there. And let me go back to his chairs and let him have his space. So she was kind of torn. Just as an armchair, okay. I don't want one that's going to be a sleeper. Oh, I could have done this. In fact, I might just do that. Oh boy, that lost. don't want them to burn their arm, but I do want to try to have this be right there. And sofa. I actually want it against this wall. Will it fit against this wall? Yes, it will. Okay. And then we'll get a, let's see, I think there was something under cupboards. TV stand. But anyway, my son had a great time, and my daughter had a fantastic time. My husband and I spent time together, and we enjoyed ourselves. So it was all very nice. My husband and I went to the movies together. It was a good vacation. And then on the way home, we tried making Carlsbad Caverns. But if you ever want to go to Carlsbad Caverns, make sure you're there before 4:30, because they stop selling tickets at 4:30, even though they don't close until 7. So yeah, you want to make sure that that's something you keep in mind. Let's see, home electronics. Only 2 TVs? I could have sworn there was more TVs than this. My stomach's growling. I haven't eaten yet today. But anyway, we ended up going to White Sands instead, which was nice. Oops. Let's try this again. No. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Much better. Let's see. Pictures, wall hangings, wall tiles, pictures and paintings. Okay. So we went to White Sands. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. I've been there before. So, you know. Oh, that's way too small. Wish they'd give us some indication of what size they are. And the kids and Barry, my husband, they, oh, that's much nicer. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? They went and climbed the dunes. I am not, yeah. I'm not a dune climber anymore. I did the first time I went up there. But I did not do it this time. Nah, purple just doesn't go here. Plus, it's not expensive enough for some of these guys. Of course, this one wasn't either, so... Purples, well, kind of a red, pinks, and blue. No. Let's see. What do we think? I think I should stick with the pinks, but I'm not seeing anything else. That's probably too small. I mean, that one would work, but it's just too purple. What about that one? That's very pretty, I think. All right, we need to get some blinds. Curtains and blinds. All right, go with what do you think? Doing okay? I will probably end this as soon as I'm done with these windows, because I think we've hold on. Do we have any wide windows that would fit over 2? That says wide. That might work. That might work. Will it go over the 2? No. No, see, it will. You cannot move it over the 2. It's wide enough for the 2, but it won't go over it, so we're stuck with blinds. I wish they would fix that. I think I accidentally went off of it. Okay. Oh, I did that. All right. But I think I told you last time that these kids were just great kids. Just a minute to it. Oh, I missed this one. Or did I miss them all? I thought I cleaned all these windows. Okay. All right, this is our first room, and next time we will work on the bathroom. I don't know how long I've been in. We've been going about 45 minutes, and I apologize for the length of time. I hope you enjoyed this, and I ask that you, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, maybe subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go up, because as I've always said, I do not keep to a schedule because life happens. Please join me again next time. Thank you again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.